close my eyes only for a moment, and the moments go. All my dreams pass before my eyes in curiosity. Dust in the wind. All we are is dust in the wind. Yeah, my boy, Blue. Yeah, my boy. But yeah. Hey, guys. Welcome to another episode of Tots, Tales of the South. It's been a fat minute since we did one because we, let's just say we haven't been able to get in contact with some of our people for what's really going down because there's been a lot that's happened in this last month.
No, and plus, honestly, we're not trying to bring out every week or two. Maybe once in a while. Once
a month, twice a month.
Like that depends on what's going on. But we can't be constantly bringing out and stuff like that. Actually, we'll do more once we start traveling. You know, we traveled recently. Probably travel again soon. So when that thing's going.
And we might even do some from the road. Because let's just say we're looking into more being able to carry equipment, but the thing about that, it's gonna take a lot of funds. Because let's be honest, it's fucking expensive to travel with all that shit, to travel with all the equipment.
Yeah.
Remember, you got to put it all in multiple boxes or bags. So you got you're traveling, you got your backpack, and then you're gonna have the big one that has the microphone, the laptop, this shit, and it has the other stuff.
Yeah, we're thinking of doing an episode right on the border, but we're still working on that. Yeah, we don't want to get picked up by.
Yeah, I sent a letter to CBX if they'll let me do it, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll do. We'll give them a call. Maybe we can work something out in the future. But we'll pretty soon we'll be taking this show on the road, guys. Tell you, it's pretty soon.
I imagine doing one at the airport in Tijuana. Imagine doing it right there where you see the background. That would be kind of cool. But again, I think that would take a lot of resources.
Well, no, but now we can do one in Tijuana. We'll go freaking. We'll go to Rosarito, Papa's and beer over there for a couple of days, and
we both know if we go to Papa's and beer, we ain't doing an episode.
No, if we're hammered, we'll still do an episode. We'll just find
bro, you can't even connect half of this shit. I'm the one who connects it. If I'm hammered, I don't think I'll be able to do it.
We'll hire assistants. It's Mexico.
They don't even know.
Yeah, they do. You got to give people more faith, man. They know about this stuff, about the podcast, microphones.
By the time we wake up, we're gonna be jacked like they did to my money.
That was rough. Yes. Your money did get jacked. Your money is currently being spent around the economy of Tijuana.
It's probably already been spent.
It's spent most likely. We don't know where that money went to. Maybe it went for a brand new donkey. Maybe it went for drugs. Prescription medicine. Maybe that person who stole your money used it to pay some of her medical bills. Because I suspect the lady that did it was a little bit overweight, so maybe she needed it. We don't know, Randy. Your money is out in the universe.
All I know is that she fucking struck like a fucking cobra. I don't know.
They're ruthless. They'll catch you. If they catch you slipping, they'll get you.
I feel like Lloyd. I got robbed by a sweet old lady at the airport. I didn't see it coming.
That sucks that she got you right at the top of your movie. Once you're officially boarding the plane, that's when they strike like cobras that they are. Fucking jackals.
What's been new down there in the south that you've heard? There's a lot of things going down right now.
Yeah, did you hear about happening right there in Reynosa Tamaulipas?
No, I did not hear.
Dude, the cartel there gave basically a green light to basically do the purge for a whole day.
Shut the fuck up.
Just shooting random people that have nothing to do with nothing.
Who?
I don't know if it was El Cartel del Golfo, some faction of the Gulf Cartel. And they shot up so many people. They shot up a lady. She was waiting for the bus. Horrible. A student. Shot up a student. They shot up two clowns that were doing work. What?
I didn't say nothing.
Okay, yeah, they're doing two clowns that were doing work and doing money to get extra money on the road. You wait at the stop sign in Mexico, and they do juggling and spit fire. Killed two of those people. Wow. And just went on a terrorize. They literally made the purge for those couple hours in Reynosa. And I was like, dude, how the fuck can you have that? Shooting random people that have nothing to do with that. They shooting random people it was just because they wanted to calentar la plaza, make it harder for for the people in charge there, so more government will show up.
And for those who don't know what that means, what does that mean?
Basically, calentar la plaza is when these two groups are fighting, one group goes into their town and shoots up a bunch of cops or lights a couple houses on fire just to make panic, ensue panic basically, and bring more local or federal authorities to the area.
Bro.
So that's what happened. So these people it was basically in Reynosa for those out for like almost 12 hours. It was the purge. So technically, the purge really happened recently in Reynosa, Tamaulipas.
Oh wow, that's horrible.
That I honestly, I understand that cartels exist in Mexico and it makes sense, but the government really needs to draw the line that you cannot have that shit. Shooting up random people. That's just the biggest. Those people are fucking garbage and most likely gonna burn in hell. Because you're shooting innocent people that have nothing to do. They're just going on with their everyday lives. And to be murdered like that, it's not cool, man. It's not cool.
It's not cool at all, man. Bunch of fucking pieces of shit.
But how can we... But that's over... But you understand, that part of Mexico, like Tamaulipas and Veracruz, that little area, the little north, the little corridor there, has been bad for like last 10 years. They're literally ghost towns. There's a little highway that connects Nuevo Laredo to Monterrey. They call it the highway of disappearance because so many people have been disappeared. Innocent people. There's over 100 people missing on that highway stretch.
Oh, man.
Yeah. That shit out there is out of control. Like, it might be... It's bad in some places, like in Sonora and parts of Durango, Chihuahua. But over there, it's like indiscriminate. It's basically the purge. It's the purge over there. Like, that's just straight up what it is, man. There's no authority there. And when you cross over, usually they're going to charge you $500 when you cross over. So there's no authority, no nothing. Over there is literally, it's the purge on that side of Mexico right now. I wouldn't go there to tell you that.
Yeah?
Yeah, literally. It literally is that.
Damn, that's fucking horrible, dude.
But what can you expect, man? It's just, the violence right now in Mexico is so out of control. I'm not talking about everywhere in every state. No,
it's always different. Yeah,
it's always different. Some areas have lore like that, but in that places, like especially like in Tamaulipas or Michoacan, those are it's basically you've seen Black Hawk Down, right?
Yeah,
it's basically Somalia.
It's Mogadishu.
It's Mogadishu, man.
Damn, that sucks, bro.
Yeah, it's just how it is, man.
But also, it's true because when we came back from Mexico, I showed a lot of people my like the video, and they're like, "Man, it's really nice." They're like, "I've always been told Mexico looks like a dump."
Really? They said that?
Yeah,
that's funny.
But then she was like, "I feel like I've been lied to my whole life," and I was saying, "It's like, no, trust me, there's nice parts, but there's bad parts."
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, if you go over there, if you meet somebody, don't hang around with them too much. Don't get in the same car if you don't know them.
Yeah.
Let's say if your cousin drives a really, really nice car, or one of your friends does, I would say don't drive it because you just don't know what another person's about.
Yeah, well, basically, if he's like a family member, there's probably already rumors in whatever family they may be associated with, something like that.
Yeah,
but just take your normal precautions. If you take your normal precautions,
you're better off taking a taxi.
You're gonna be fine. It depends on where you're traveling to in Mexico. That's the most important. That's what the most important is, like where you're going. Like there's some places you shouldn't go and some places you could go.
Yeah,
like all the tourist locations are fine
right now. Is fucking
like Puerto Vallarta, Mazatlan, Los Cabos. Those are all fine. There's nothing going on there. But you go to like fucking parts in like where like in the mountain ranges of Chihuahua or Tamaulipas or large parts of Michoacan and Guerrero. Yeah, that's where I wouldn't really step a foot in. Just be on the safe side. But to each his own, man. You gotta know where to go, where not to go. But yeah, that's how it is right there.
But even if you go there, always still be, very
just be alert
of your surroundings and the people maybe you meet and you possibly might associate with, because sometimes their problems become yours in that one instant. Because if something happens,
yeah,
they ain't stopping to ask questions before they do something.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
like you've had a lot of people just be killed by mistaken identity too.
Yeah, it happens.
I mean, remember that one singer? He was coming up con los buitres and all that. He was we're buddies. Dio Rivas.
No, I thought you meant Julio Iglesias.
No.
Oh no, yeah, he was. Yeah, no.
He was killed by mistake.
Yeah, basically, yeah. A lot of people, get caught. Sometimes they're in you're in a bad place at the wrong place at the wrong time. That's the story of many people who have died in Mexico.
And that's the sad part.
But I'll tell you what the fuck's really happening. What the fuck is happening where we're from?
Oh, dude, it's horrendous. Wasn't there a shootout just barely again?
It was close to there, basically on the border between like Durango, Zacatecas,
2 days ago.
Yeah, they murdered like 45 people there.
I hear it's up to 80 now.
Are you serious? I wouldn't doubt it though, man. That place is
from some of my sources, they're saying it right now. It's either up to like
yeah,
70
you understand.
or 80.
If you're like seeing the news, oh, there's a shootout and this guy 10 people died. No. Whatever you see it on that stuff, times it by 3, because the government will never ever tell you the exact amount of people died. It's just how it is.
No, that's true.
In a lot of parts, there might be even bigger gunfights that the government won't even report. You only hear it from people because they've seen it.
The locals, yeah,
yeah, exactly.
And that's where I heard that was.
But
from,
that place, our place where we're from, that place is it's bad right now,
and it's gonna get even worse.
Yeah, remember what happened when they killed all those cop guys? That one happened, I think it was in October, wasn't it?
Yeah, they killed like 10. No.
Yeah, they killed like 10. And it's funny in the news, you'll see that they killed 7 cops and 3 civilians. That they're part of like the people who ambushed them. That was the biggest load of shit. There was no 3 people killed. There was over 45 people killed. There were 7 cops and 45 gunmen killed in that fight. Yeah. So that whole shit, that's all bullshit. Don't believe none of that shit. That shit was way bigger than what it was. And you see what's happening recently in the other gunfights has been, the death toll is way bigger than what they're reporting.
Yeah.
But it's bad though, man. Our place hasn't been that bad where we're from in like 10 years?
Yeah. Because before it did get bad for a while before, what was it? It was that whole...
Yeah.
Remember?
It was in 2010.
No, was it during that time?
Yeah, it was 2010.
Remember, it was before... What was that group called? That was in Durango for a while?
Oh, it was called... I think they were Los M's.
Yeah. They had it under control, but then they were doing shady ass shit.
Yeah, they're doing all the what's it called? All the kidnappings in Durango.
All the kidnappings, all the murders.
Yeah, they were the ones they were tearing that state apart.
And then it wasn't until
they found those narcofosas where there's 200 people buried that they figured out that these guys were causing all the problems.
Yeah. And then right now, who's the ones who control Durango are what's their name?
Those are Los Cabrera.
Yeah, those guys. They control right now.
Yeah, but it's right now, we're like basically Huazamota is basically the very last town leaving Durango. And basically, you're basically almost right in the middle of the country, surrounded by 3 other states. So regionally, like that's why they're fighting for that, because that's all the states meet, and it's all rural areas.
Yeah.
So they can do whatever the fuck up they want. What do you think they've been murdering each other for more than a year now? And
and they've been bad ones too.
Yeah, there's probably them shit. There's
I think, one of our sources was saying like around in that rural area they have an encampment of like 500 guys.
I don't know about 500. I think it's like 100 or something.
Last I heard it was like 5.
There's a lot of. Let's just say
I think it was like that. Each campment's 100, but they have multiple ones.
Let's just say there's a lot of armed men around that area right now.
Oh hell yeah!
And it's just because of that whole war. It's because where we're from, it's like SoCancha, Zacatecas, and Zacatecas right now is it's a war zone right now. Fresnillo, all that whole area, it's really, really bad right now.
And it's crazy how like El Mencho really wants to fucking go there. He wants that fucking area.
Yeah, I won't be surprised if Huazamota becomes a ghost town in the future because of how much violence. There's already people fleeing from the local little neighborhood towns up in the Sierra.
Yeah.
They're already coming down. They're already leaving their houses because it's
bad.
You can't live with there's like basically an open war going on over there.
And if you look on YouTube, just look up our town, or you just look up like just the name, you'll see some footage of some of those gun battles actually happening.
Yeah, I haven't been there in a while, to be honest with you. I haven't been there like in 10 years.
It's been like 13, 14 for me.
Seriously? It's been a while, huh? Am I planning to go soon? No, I'm not.
I would love to go.
I'd like to go, but it's not really in my plans to go. There's no reason for me to go right now, basically. But
especially with that shit going on,
that's true. But it's just this shit topped off like around February, around this time last year.
Yeah,
that's when they first went in there. The Cartel Jalisco people went there first and robbed a bunch of houses and stole like a bunch of cars and shit.
Trucks. One of those trucks was even used in using the
shootout 6 months down the road.
Yeah,
damn. I think that's the thing that really sparked things off. But I think everything went to shit when they killed those cops.
Yeah, that's the one thing you don't want to do. Not only that, didn't also Cartel Jalisco started sending out messages that they're going after cops?
Yeah, basically.
Oh man,
and they took those guys' heads off.
I'm just gonna say, if you do a message like that, man, I don't know how the government doesn't just be like, all right, You really want to do war? All right, here you go.
Yeah, I just don't. I don't. That's fucked up though, man. How they basically like beheaded all those cops, dude. Damn, that's rough.
But also some of those gunmen from El Metro side, some of those guys got their balls chopped off. Some of the ones who were wounded and alive, let's just say, there's no such thing as a Geneva Convention.
No way.
They don't believe in that.
No, they don't believe in none of that. Yeah, a lot of those guys
they got their balls chopped off, made them walk into the woods, which it's a death sentence. So
I heard Huazamota smelled like dead bodies for like a month because there's so many dead bodies lying around the town.
Yeah,
in the outskirts, it smelled like shit for like a month and a half.
And people don't understand, this town is like really deep in the hills, really deep in it. Think of like, how can I say? Think of think about like Visalia in the Central Valley. But think of our town, but all around is like hills. It's hills for miles and miles and miles. It is literally in the middle of...
it's the middle of nowhere.
Before the pavement got to there, it would take 7-8 hours to get there.
Yeah. The roads are pretty bad.
Because from Durango, it was 8 hours.
Yeah.
From Nayarit to go to Tepi, it was, I believe, 5 hours?
Mm-hmm.
It was a little bit more closer. But it took a fucking long time to get there.
Yeah, that's true. It was pretty bad, but...
The pavement now, it's, the pavement made it easier.
And you think the president, when he got elected, Obrador, did he really think that he was really going to fix stuff? Because it's already, 2 years and a half in his presidency, and more people have died under him under the 2 years than the guy who started everything, Felipe Calderon. Like, in the first 2 years, like 36,000 people died in Felipe Calderon's first 2 years. Like, López Obrador is like, already up to 83,000.
But how do we know those are the actual numbers, Felipe Calderon?
Maybe they cooked the numbers. I didn't think of that.
What do you think about that?
Yeah, I believe about that. That's true. Maybe that's all bullshit though, because there's a lot of ghost towns in Chihuahua.
But also, I wouldn't doubt it today, because remember, in these times you have more how you say little small factions of cartels.
Yeah, they're mostly a lot of our.
Remember, for Felipe Calderon era. I can only recall a few. I can only recall Cartel de Sinaloa, Cartel del Golfo, Los Zetas. You still had Los Arellano.
Yeah.
You still had La Línea.
Yeah.
There was barely towards the end La Familia Michoacana.
Mm-hmm.
Then the other one, the Templars, which those guys don't even exist anymore.
No, I think they still exist. So they still have some factions. They're fighting currently still.
But it's not as big as it used to
No.
be.
No. The government came on them hard when that whole Alta Defensa shit actually blew up and stuff like that. But yeah, damn.
And now I feel like there's so many.
That's true. I think because when they bust a cartel, when they bust like the main leader, they kill the main people. Like if there's already prawns in between them, they split, so it becomes like a hydra.
It's just perfect how the Narco series actually brought that kind of. They really highlighted that towards the end, because remember who was it, Feliz? He wanted to make where one person controls it, but as soon as he went down, he's like, trust me, you think it's gonna end with me, you just made it worse. I at least knew how to control it. Now you're gonna have these guys in it, and dude, then
it's been basically, so that thing really started getting bad like around 2006. Dude, we're pushing almost
15 years
of that shit.
I'm telling you,
countless people have been killed. Innocent people, even people shooting,
I wish we had like ways to make like clones, because then I'd tell CIA, yo, make me some clones. I'll take 10,000 down there.
Yeah,
would clean it up.
It's funny because all this shit's happened in Mexico, but Mexico still is in the top 10 of the most visited countries in the world.
Yeah, it's weird.
It's like number 9 right now or number 8.
True.
So it's kind of weird, huh? It's like basically miniature civil wars in different regions of the country, but it's also the most visited. So it's kind of weird, huh?
Well, visited by tourists or visited also by family that goes back to visit but comes back this way. That's that.
Well, I just know what's it called the organization that does that keeps track of tourism. Mexico's the 8th and 9th visited country in the world.
That's my point. I wonder, but what are they using? Because they have to also know, like, bro, a lot of people are just visiting family. A lot of people just go back to visit family.
Well, I think it's already connected. Well, that's what you see a lot of people in California. Like a lot of people on the weekends always go to Tijuana. They always go to Mexicali. So I think it depends also the geography where you're at, because there's
True.
always people coming across the border. Like,
and especially if you live by Arizona too.
Yeah,
a lot
exactly.
of people cross. And if you go to Texas, a lot of people still cross over there too
mm-hmm.
for the weekend. So you can just imagine.
Mm-hmm. You go to freaking right there in Yuma, right there next to Algodones. Like, there's like the dental capital of Mexico. There's like 100 dentists within like 2 miles.
Damn, that's crazy. Though,
yeah.
bro.
So apparently there's still, I think it's just areas are just really just, that they just heat up and you get bad. But, everybody thought that all this stuff was going to go away when they got El Chapo. But
and nothing ever goes away.
Nothing ever happened. He's just locked up at the Supermax.
If anything, I saw a report that were saying that the Sinaloa Control is doing even better.
Wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah, me neither. But I'm just wondering how how is it that there's not conflict between his kids and El Mayo's kids and El Mayo himself? I think
it's a peace treaty.
True, but something tells me if once Mayo kicks the bucket, there's something gonna be brewed up in there.
Maybe. It's always like, yeah, that's true.
Because it's like, because the dad is still alive. Maybe they have some sort of respect for him. But, once he's gone, it's like, okay, guys.
Maybe there could be a...
Think of Godfather Part 1.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
As soon as the Don dies, that guy goes up to Michael, and he's the one that tries to betray Michael. But as soon as the Don dies...
Yeah.
It's just like...
Yeah, all bets are off.
All bets are off.
Yeah, they try to smoke him. They try to fucking take out Michael.
But good thing is that one's like the one who comes
with you with
maybe
they have a peace treaty. They have a... Maybe they know that's better to be, on a good side than to be... Because if they split, dude, Sinaloa is going to become a fucking civil war instantly. There's going to be so many people killed like last time it happened. That was last time it happened between, when the Sinaloa cartel split. So Bertrand Leiva.
We got bad
that
for
place
the longest time.
They made freaking northern Mexico fucking run rivers of blood. People got killed left and right over there.
Yeah.
But maybe they just don't want to see that, come to,
A lot of people died there.
Maybe they don't want to make that kind of inter-conflict, restart again, because people know what happened last time. Shit really popped up.
And a lot of people, and not only that, a lot of people famous for their corridos died during that war.
Yeah, a lot of people got toe tagged.
Pancho Arce. A lot of, because I still hear a lot of. I'm pretty sure, wasn't he part of that?
Yeah, he was just what's it called, like a normal smudge, like a what's he got
of course.
there.
But I just remember because I still hear a lot of people still playing this song.
No, they still play it. Well, yeah, what's a good song?
The Arley Perez one,
yeah. But I think all those, what sucks is at the end of the day. Well, it's mostly like between like when that really started, like was all those deaths really worth it? Everything is back to the same place where it was. Nothing has really changed. So all those people got killed through all those years. There's nothing changed. Everything's still the same.
It goes back to
so basically all those people died in vain.
To be honest, yeah.
That's fucked up. Imagine getting killed for something that basically went back to the same way 9 years down the road. So what did you really die for? They should do like a government program to like teach kids like, dude, to become.
But not only that, the way you say it like that even goes with the gangs up here up north.
Yeah.
How many people don't die in those gang wars? In reality, nothing changes.
Yeah, I think just people need to. I don't know. Maybe it's just because they're a product of their own environment, basically. That's what I think.
It's possible. It also depends on the person, dude.
Because if that person was living in Wyoming or were living in South Dakota or living in Oklahoma. Maybe that person wouldn't be that person, Maybe. I always think your environment really...
Your environment has a lot to do
has a lot to do how you're...
But also you as a person has a lot to do.
Yeah.
Because you can give someone gold in freaking advice. But if they ain't ready to receive it and really think on it and really, grasp what you're trying to say, it's just words you're just throwing words at a fucking wall.
Yeah.
Like where I work, I can tell you... You can tell a lot of those people something, man. It's not. You're just some of them. You're just. It's not gonna go through. Like they're stuck in a way. Like I don't want to be mean, but I'm just gonna say like, some of them can't grasp the idea. Like, bro, like, don't try to put blame on me. Don't try to put blame on nobody. Like, you gotta understand, everything kind of starts with you. Like your environment has everything to do, but it's up to you.
I think by down there in Mexico, they sell kids an illusion that's not existent. Like a lot of people, who have money down there. A lot of the cars you see, like SUVs like that, they're all stolen cars and they're cloned.
Yeah,
they didn't spend $60,000 for a BMW X5.
When it comes to also this, I would say put it on parents too.
That's true. Or maybe there's in a lot of areas.
It's a mixture of everything.
Is an opportunity for the young people.
No. Oh no, I 100% agree. But also,
that's the government's fault.
But I also have to say it comes with parenting.
You know what's even crazier? I heard cartels now hire, like, they get the hottest chicks, like fucking operadas with big old boobs and ass, and they'll like when they're hunting, they'll lure a guy just for that, and that girl will end up smoking you, like they're hitmen, but they're like, these girls are fire. How the fuck do you stop that from happening?
I don't know, dude.
Because any guy be like at a bar and some chick's like, yo, what's up? Hey man, we should hang out more. And then exactly. Next thing not knowing that, you're opening up the door and they shoot you in the head. Yeah, that's crafty there.
Yeah, that's fucking true though, man.
That's true. That's the ones you have to, because those are they'll come at you most likely through chicks.
But yeah,
chicks are the ones that
I would definitely get the information down there. Like, it is a government's fault, because I feel like maybe try to get these kids to do school. Like, to be honest,
the school system in Mexico is trash.
It's trash, but you can still have somewhat of a career.
The high school diploma over there is as worth as a diploma you get here on a cereal box.
Yeah, but
that's the same worth.
But remember, if you can at least go to school for some sort of doctor or oilman, you're gonna get something. It's better selling something than selling nothing.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather sell you something that I know you're better off doing this than fucking.
But would you really want to go to school in Mexico knowing that a diploma has as much weight as a Cheerios diploma you get in the cereal
remember,
box?
a lot of people can't have the chance to come up here. I'm talking about
they don't have a chance to go through the cereals here.
Shut your mouth. So that's why I'm like, you're better off at least giving them some schooling. You're better off like selling them some degree, because you're gonna need doctors. How the war's going, you're gonna need a lot of shit.
Yeah, I saw a report one time of this girl, I think she was in like high school or something.
Get the microphone up, Dick.
There you go.
Remember, you gotta have it this way because it gets reads.
There you go. I saw a report in school, right? This is girl that she literally ran a prostitution ring from her school.
Wow.
This girl was like an entrepreneur. She and this other girl had these other 6 girls on lockdown. They went to school and they would skip school most of the time, and they would basically become like escorts. That's like big down there.
Oh, that's huge.
That's like, and that shouldn't be right, man. You shouldn't do that stuff. They should be worried about going to school. But you understand, Mexico is divided between the haves and the have-nots. That's why I call Mexico the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
If you have the wealth, you're living great. But if you don't have nothing, like girls over there, like some of them like prostitute themselves for iPhones.
True.
When you live in a society like that, when you put more emphasis,
some people do that here. It's called having a sugar daddy.
Yeah, but I don't think they should do that, man. Is an iPhone really that important?
For some people is.
I don't know. You see, that's what I think people's
I'd have sex with an old lady for a MacBook.
Huh?
I'd have sex with an old lady for a MacBook Pro.
That's...
Come on, bro. You think you wouldn't do it?
Bendy, Randy, you don't need to do that. You have a credit score of almost 725.
True.
You don't need to have sex with older ladies.
But the thing is,
I don't care if that older lady is obese. I don't care if she's blind or she's deaf in one ear. Randy, you can save your money and buy a Mac Pro book or whatever you want.
Yeah, but I'd rather use her social security.
That's not
money.
right, man. That's not right.
Why?
Because she worked hard for her social security, and you want to go there and just drain it off for a Max book or something.
I'm not draining it. I'm just saying, if she wants to get me that and that's the price, then you know what? I'll give her some fake chow.
You're not right.
No, I'm just saying, but I totally agree. But also, I feel like when it comes to Mexico, there's so many. How can I say? There is so many, not contradictions. There's so many. The specific word? There's so it's like, man, I say this word a lot, and I'm fucking having a brain fart right now, bruh. It's fucking pissing me off.
Counterproductive.
No. There's so many.
Mothra.
There's so many parts.
Okay.
There's so many parts that so many factors that comes to like that whole thing in Mexico they're talking about. And a lot of that's also cartel. Some of it's cartel run.
I'll tell you one thing, man. What's happening like in Tijuana, like a lot of people in San Diego are moving to Tijuana. They're building big ass apartment complexes in Tijuana through the roofs right now because so many people are now, even students now, they'll go to live in the working, like they go to school in San Diego Aztecs, they live in Tijuana a lot. That shit is becoming like way more, and a lot of foreigners are retiring in Mexico. Like there's this place in Guadalajara, all the retirees are from England. There's like 2,000 of them down there. Damn. There's like a miniature little England in a little neighborhood. Maybe there's a lot of, good for that, but understand these people are already old to have a pension, so every month they got the same money coming in. But
and the money goes longer.
Exactly. Yeah, the exchange rate, is good, But down there, the normal people just don't have a chance, It's just because all the corruption, all that money stealing from all the corrupt governors.
Remember that fucking governor that was stealing from the cancer kids?
Oh, that's
that's a piece of shit.
The former governor of Veracruz. Duarte or something like that?
Duarte. That motherfucker.
That is fucked
he's going
up, dude.
to
He was
fucking
switching
hell,
chemotherapy and just making yellow bags of like water with
a little bit of vitamins
coloring.
Or some shit. Yeah.
It was so. Oh my god. That guy's burning in hell.
He's burning in hell. Big time.
How the fuck you do that? That's trash.
But you know what? I also have to say, I think when it comes to that, people don't have like a sense of like, like Mexico's big Catholic, but are they really Catholics down there? So I'm like, dude, like y'all don't even practice. Like, remember, you may have a hard life here, but when you go to the other side with the big man, that's an eternity. Mm-hmm. That's an eternity of heaven.
That's true.
So you may live a good life, but you're doing bad deeds. You may not get to that eternity. Your eternity is probably with freaking Hades down there.
Yeah. Damn, that's true.
Like you gotta have some sort of like conscience also to realize, like, bro.
And honestly, we should give some of these people that come, go to the border, the people that are from Central America, Guatemala, Nicaragua, Salvador, give them a break, man. I don't understand why some people there treat them like shit in Mexico. Like, dude, they're just trying to go to the American dream.
True.
Like they shouldn't freaking grab them and make them run through a field and shoot them with paintball guns. They shouldn't do that.
Who did that?
I heard of some person who did that in Sonora. I'm not going to mention names, but you shouldn't do that. These are people at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Like, you should not treat them bad. At the end of the day, they just want to make it to the U.S. how our parents made it to the U.S. Yeah. It was a little bit easier back then, And also but Reagan. These people...
Thank you, Reagan.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for the amnesty. Thank you. You know what? We should put a portrait of Reagan here.
Put a portrait of Reagan, definitely.
Yeah. We need to, man.
I think Reagan...
But they shouldn't do that. That's why I don't understand why people, like, did that. Like, I heard they arrested this one guy. Sorry. Sorry. I'm getting a little tired. It's getting late. They arrested this one guy. He had like 12 Nicaraguans working at the circus. And he wasn't even paying them.
Oh, fuck.
He had 12 people from Nicaragua working at the circus in someplace in Mexico City, and he wasn't even paying them.
He's a fucking dirtbag.
That's fucked up, dude. And he was picking up the
not only that,
he's picking up the shit from the elephants.
Even the cartels are trying to get these immigrants
to be their own hitman.
But if they say no, they get murked.
Yeah,
bro. Like, are you serious?
Yeah,
this is just fucking nuts.
It's bad, man. It's bad.
Mexico's
it's I just think we should cut them a break, man. Like, they're just trying to achieve the same dream that freaking everyone's trying to achieve. Just give them a break, man.
I agree.
But hey, what can you do?
What can we do, dude?
Maybe
Oh,
damn.
Turn on the lights, bro. What happened?
Did you pay the light bill?
I don't think so. All right, guys. Since we're having some technical difficulties,
rolling blackouts.
Thank you for listening, guys. Greatness is one at a time. Let's get this shit done. Let's get it over with. Don't forget to follow on YouTube, Randy's Rants. Also
on
Instagram,
MySpace too.
Randy's Rants podcast. Love you guys. Greatness one at a time. Bye.
Later. Peace.